Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all are healthy and well. Today we'll be reacting to, after 7 years in Germany, this shocks me about the USA. Jump right into this video, man. The original video link will be down below in the description.
I have lived in a small German town called Schwäbisch Hall for the past 7 years. I am currently back at my home in the
Schwäbisch Hall. Wait, I think I've heard of Schwäbisch Hall. Schwäbisch Hall.
I have lived in a small German town called Schwäbisch Hall for the
Schwäbisch Hall. I think I've heard of Schwäbisch Hall before.
Past 7 years. I am currently back at my home in the States, and I am getting bombarded.
You went from, oh, the US to Germany back to the US. I can't even imagine that. Man, I know,
with reverse culture shock.
I am very uncomfortable going in here.
Quite shocking to see.
This is where Americans come to get groceries. They put it all in one spot.
That's none of your business. Why would you ask me that?
We made it in.
This one, it drives me crazy.
This is a pepper, also known as a paprika. How much do you think this costs?
79 cents.
How expensive grocery prices are.
79 cents.
$1.50.
That's bullcrap.
Isn't that crazy?
79 cents, bro. And that's what I'll be saying. It shouldn't even be 79 cents, bro.
Especially healthier food.
Basically twice the price that it is in Germany.
Fruits and vegetables are way higher priced here, at least in Oregon compared to in Germany.
And it's not just fruits and vegetables. Other staples, such as meat, eggs, and cheese, are more expensive as well.
Yeah, everything is very expensive. I was looking it up. Actually, you can compare a lot of the prices. Check out some of these price differentials.
There's a cost of living calculator where I compared tons of different items between Germany and Portland, Oregon. Tomatoes, 125.2% more expensive. Apples, 130.2%.
That's so expensive for some...
Oranges, 134.
Yo, none of this should be in the dollars. None of...
0.7% more expensive in Portland, Oregon than in Germany.
And you see why a lot of Americans are unhealthy, because it is so much cheaper to eat low quality or fast food here in the States. This is often why in the States poverty and obesity are related, just because it is so difficult for people to eat healthily at a reasonable price. And I'm noticing this when we go grocery shopping here.
Behind me, we have a marijuana dispensary, a store where you can just go in and buy weed. It looks like a regular store, it looks like a coffee shop. Nice on the outside, and these are everywhere.
If you are 21 or older in my state of Oregon, and
I could have put a pharmacy here. They put another damn dispensary. Everywhere I go in the U.S., I'm getting tired of it too, bro. Everywhere I go in the U.S. is another dispensary on the corner. After another business that didn't succeed, they failed, shut down. Let's open a dispensary. Can we get some new restaurants? Can we get some food? Can we? I'll put a car wash there. For goodness sake, put a car wash there, bro.
Outside, and these are everywhere.
If you are 21 or older in my state of Oregon and a handful of other states, marijuana is totally legal not just for medical purposes, but for recreational as well.
In Germany, marijuana seems to be much more of a taboo subject, whereas in the States, it's much more open and much more accepted.
They got billboards, bro.
And it's kind of crazy because this big boom, especially the recreational side of it, kind of happened while I was over in Germany. So to come from a culture where it's a little more hush-hush taboo.
I rock with the hush-hush taboo. If you go do it on the low. You do not have to promote it to the world and show them that you smoke weed and this and that, blowing marijuana. You don't have to do that. You go home and do it, and that's it. That's it. That's it. Why do we have billboards and stuff and all that? Like, this is the new thing.
To a culture in Oregon, from a culture where it's a little more hush-hush taboo, to a culture in Oregon where it is mainstream, it's all over the place and totally legal. This one's kind of wild to me. People almost treat politics here like a sport. People will have bumper stickers of their favorite or preferred political candidate, or they'll have signs of their name in their yard, or even flags of their favorite political candidates. This is something that you do not see in Germany. I feel like in Germany, people's political leanings are much more private for the most part, or at least are not displayed like a sports team flag. It's like so funny. You'll see, a bumper sticker with a political candidate and then an NFL team. It's just like, feels like it's a sport. Kind of wild to see. This one is
And then you wonder why you leave the restaurant. Or you leave a supermarket and your tires are slashed, your tire pop. Oopsie, you got a scratch in your car, or something is wrong with your windshield. And something's wrong with your house, and you got trash on you. You got a bunch of rubbish on your lawn. Maybe your windows is broken. Maybe your flag is torn down. Why? It wasn't a win. You're asking for it. You're asking for it. Because you got people that's riding past that house like, and they see that flag and Make America Great Again, and they see the Trump sticks, and they think about violating you, bro. They think about violating you. I promise. And we got some people that don't care about karma. They'll literally take it up with the Lord. They finna violate you, bro. Because you felt it was okay to project your freedom of speech in such a way. Even though it's a freedom of speech, yeah, bro, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a sports team. I know. I think people should keep that a little taboo as well in the U.S. Why everybody gotta be so open with things? Religion, political parties, and this and that. Why? It's all the wrong stuff.
NFL team. It's just like, feels like it's a sport. Kind of wild to see. This one is quite interesting, and it is shared by many Americans that I know that went over to Europe and now come back in the States, and also with Laura, is that for the first few days of coming back to the States, you feel just a little bit sick.
When I started eating American food, I got really sick, my tummy hurt, and then I started to get all bloated and had depression. That was from something else. But nonetheless.
Depression. You know what's funny? When we go to other countries as well, it's the same way. We feel weird and icky inside. You don't really eat as much. You're losing weight. You got more energy, though. It's the food out there. We're not used to it. Our bodies aren't used to it. That's why, as an American, you ever travel to another country and your stomach just feels a little upset. Like you've been eating the food and it's like, but my stomach, like the food out here, got my stomach going crazy because you're not used to that. Your body literally trying to push all the BS toxins in your body out. Your body's literally trying to do that. All in your system.
And had depression. That was from something else. But nonetheless, the food made me sick. So that was my reverse culture shock. Oh, gotta take this. Yep, go for mine.
It's kind of like this low-grade nausea. And it happens to me almost every single time I come back to the States after being in Germany for a prolonged period. And my theory is that my body, having lived in Germany for many months at a time, is...
I just had Skittles 2 weeks ago. What the... I just had Chex the other day. I just had Chex the other day. What do you mean banned in Japan and Europe? What's wrong with the Chex Mix? I thought that was healthy.
My theory is that...
Hey, you can't eat Chex Mix? That's not healthy? What do you mean banned in...
My body...
Bro, okay,
having lived
Skittles, cupcakes, double mint, Starbucks. Double mint is fire, bro. What? You can't even eat that? Okay, that's banned in the European Union.
in Germany for many months at a time has gotten used to not...
Chex Mix. I used to eat these little pizza roll things, man. I've never had this. Tombstone? That don't look good. Rice Krispies is bad.
Not having all...
And this is all banned in Japan, Europe, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand.
all of these American chemicals and preservatives and stuff.
Milk, butter, eggs. What is that? Cheese? What is this? I don't know. Ice cream? What is that?
Months at a time has gotten used to not having all of these American chemicals
What this is?
and preservatives and stuff in the food. And then when I come back...
Okay. Everybody know I don't mess with no Gatorades, no Powerades no more because like the blue is just it's like, all right, how you get to this color? I don't even drink Mountain Dew. And what? Okay, orange Fanta is valid, but I haven't. Last time I took a sip of that, I think I was like a canned soda, and I was like maybe 6 or 7. I don't drink soda. I wasn't raised. I didn't grow up drinking soda. Strac wasn't allowed. It's unhealthy, bro. And is this? What does this say? You know, part of me wants to say squirrel because I can't really read it. It's blurry, but yeah, I didn't grow up drinking soda and all these juices and stuff. Water's my best friend. Water best friend. You know?
back to the States and start eating American food, my
Swiss rolls, Fruit Loops, and Doritos. Banned in the UK, Switzerland, Norway, Austria. Doritos?
body is just shocked at
Jello's whack.
the amount
Nobody
of
uses
chemicals
Jell-O. Vegetable oil, canola oil, corn oil, soybean oil, hydrogenated soybean oil, natural beef flavor, vegetable oil, sunflower, repest, sunflower, repest. That's my first time hearing that. Am I saying that word right? Repest? Repest. Or is it rapeseed? Hold on, bro. I gotta look that up now. That's my first time seeing that word, you know. I'm used to reading ingredients. Well, I'm used to trying to read the ingredients in the US, but not being able to pronounce them all or read them all. But this right here is very simple. So let me go ahead and just look this up real quick. You know, this is my first time seeing such word though. Repest or rapeseed. I feel like it's all right. Bro, give me the pronunciation, bro. Don't.
Rapeseed.
Rapeseed. Rapeseed. Forgive me, guys. We looked up the proper pronunciation. First time ever seen that word before. Rapeseed. Okay, European version. And I'm healthy behind fries. You could eat this as dinner, probably.
different things that we put in our food, and it has like a negative reaction to it.
Guys, I've got a bit of a problem. I'm back in the States right now, as you know, and I purchased NFL Game Pass International, but it does not work in the States. It's geo-blocked here.
Luckily, I've also got a solution. I just switched my IP address back to Germany, and then I could watch no problem. And that is thanks to the sponsor of today's video, 10th Fervors amended v. Cyber One again on every divine law. Sell it. They've also got a strict no logs policy, so Cyber off 5-day money back. You sign up. We are going to a high school football game.
So high school football game. You better not be going to one in the US. Nobody there be hyped, bro. It be so whack at them games. Like, where's the unionship? Is we come in here to root on our people, our teams, or what? Damn, bro.
Football, my football, American football, be the most popular sport. Obviously, in Germany, American football is a smaller sport, more of a niche sport. It is growing, but it is not popular like the way it is here in the States. We went to a high school football game, and it was so fun and cool to see just how football-centric American culture is. The whole community coming to this high school football game. Little kids, the youth teams, all the way up to parents and grandparents, and seeing how football is just a very prominent and important part of American culture. I love that. It is so fun. High school sports are great. Football is great. And it is very positively shocking for me to be back in that.
So picture this.
I used to be tweaking at them games, bro. I used to be tweaking at them games, bro. Like, you want to be a part of your school or not? Not on the team, bro. Go support. Go support, bro.
Couple days that I'm back here in the States, I picked up Laura. We're about to head south on a little road trip. We stop at sort of this drive-through cafe, coffee shop place, and the cashier is so talkative and so friendly and asking, hey, so what are you guys up to today? And I actually froze for a second thinking, that's none of your business. Why would you ask me that? Then I kind of realized again, okay, I'm back in the States. This is totally normal to have this small talk, friendly interaction with people. Always like when you're paying by card or something and it takes a couple seconds, there's that kind of little moment. That's when oftentimes people will be like, so what are you doing today? It's just your classic American friendliness, but this does not happen in Germany at all. And so I was really shocked when that happened to me during my first couple days back here in the States. Now I'm back used to it again. You guys know I love the pleasant American small talk. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But when you've been in Germany for a long time and you've gotten used to more German interactions or lack thereof, some cashier that you don't know asking you, what are you up to today? Or what are you up to this weekend? Felt a little invasive at first glance.
What you have here is a strip mall, okay? And I know what you're thinking, not that kind of strip. Strip mall is basically a mall
where the stores open to the outside. There's a big parking lot here. There's so many strip malls in the United States. Basically, all of our stores and infrastructure is built around strip malls. This is a bunch of stores.
Strip malls, outlets, complexes. We got it all.
On the road, basically a big old parking lot because everything revolves around the car. Then you've got a bunch of stores lining the outside of the parking lot.
I always think about the German Fußgängerzone, or pedestrian areas, the shopping areas in Germany, and how much more pedestrian-oriented they are compared to the car-centric American strip mall.
So I mentioned strip malls. We have one of those kind of close to our house. Maybe it's a kilometer away. And Laura and I have been very European. We've been walking down to the strip mall to the coffee shop. And during these walks, we kind of noticed basically how much of an afterthought pedestrians are. Like how long it takes for the light to turn green for the pedestrians compared to the cars. You get a real sense of the car supremacy in the United States. The pedestrian is a second-class citizen compared to drivers of cars. It's also interesting that there's certain places on the road where I feel like in Germany, there would be crosswalks here. They're kind of like natural crossings for pedestrians. But at least in the area that I live, there are not crosswalks there. So we always have to jaywalk to get across the street.
We just crossed the street, but we had to wait a long time because there's no crosswalks and everything is more made for the cars.
This one's pretty sad, and it's just the amount of homeless people and tents everywhere, especially driving around the city on a lot of different intersections. There are always homeless people with signs asking for money there, or groups of people, or a lot of tents off on the side of the road, and kind of like these little tent communities. It's very sad, and it's pretty shocking to see, especially after living in a small German town for so many years, where this just does not really exist. How incomprehensibly large the United States is. I really noticed this with driving down to Yosemite with Laura the other week, and we're just driving for hours and hours and hours and barely passing through another state. You know, it took like 7 hours to get through my state to the next state.
We are moving through southern Oregon now, soon gonna cross into the Nevada border.
If you drive like that in Europe, you're going to be driving through 3 different countries with 3 different cultures and 3 different languages. Of course, yeah, we've got pretty populated cities, but the space in between there is wild to think about. When we drove down to Yosemite, we went for an hour and a half without seeing another building or a gas station. It actually got kind of scary. We were worried that we were going to get stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
all right, guys, that's all for today. I want to give a shout out again to the sponsor of today's video, my friends at CyberGo.
Oh boy, got another spot, bro.
VPN.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice, bro. Facts. That's it. This was an amazing video, man. Let me like this video. Man. Shout out to Nalf. Am I saying that right? Nalf. N-A-L-F. Original video link will be down below in the description, guys. This was my first impression to this fabulous channel. And both of these guys are hilarious, man. Hilarious. This was great. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn all post notifications on, share your honest thoughts, opinions, and experiences down below in the comment section. What was the first thing you noticed when you traveled to the U.S. that just made you feel unwelcome? Like, you just want to go back home at that point, you know? Please let me know in the comments. And was there anything that possibly ruined your vacation and your experience when you came out here? You know, because things are actually handled differently in your country, perhaps in a better, more intellectual way. And the thing with the pedestrians, like I said, they treat people based on what you got. If you don't have health insurance, are you even human? Are you even a citizen of this country? That's how they treat you unfairly. If you don't have your ID on you, I guess you're not a citizen no more. Oh, you're not human. They get to, yup. What else? The people with the crosswalks. What if it's raining, snowing? What if it's super duper hot? Pedestrians first. Let them get to their destination. What if they just trying to go to the coffee shop half a mile away? Let them go. We sitting in vehicles with AC. We're sitting in vehicles with heat. We are comfortable. You're probably eating in your car, drinking something. You can sit at that red light a little longer and let these pedestrians go. I was at the light yesterday, and I'm looking at these 2 girls. It looked like they just walked from school or like the store. They had like book bags, but they had snacks as well. And I keep looking at them. The light's red, and they look like they ready to walk. And I see the hand saying stop, but I'm like, there's been too many occasions where the light turns green and the pedestrian walking goes at the same time. That's not common sense at all, because the opposing side of the opposing side of traffic going this way, I'm going this way, they're going this way, they're going to hit them. And then they have to stop in the intersection now because you got to wait for them to cross the street. Now the people with the green light got to kind of yield or something. Or the pedestrians got to yield in the middle of the street now because they got to let these other cars go because the light green. It's their time to go, but they got to wait for these other cars to pass too. It's the same time type of thing. And then we got the occasions where I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, when they going to be able to go? I done seen this light turn green about 3 times already, bro. From a distance. We got them fast lights. Red, yellow, green. Red, yellow, green. Like they go real fast, and then we have some lights that take forever. And I'm like, when they going to get to go? Is it broken? Is it stuck? And it gets to the point where they got to jaywalk. And the car, beep, and the cars understand. It's like, okay, go ahead. And they got to stop in the middle of the intersection when making a left turn or a right turn. It sucks. And then it makes us look crazy as drivers because we have to stop in the middle of the road. We got people behind us or this or that. Like come on. It's my time to go. You have your own time to go. Why are you going when I'm going? They really got to start being more fair to people, bro. Same thing with the occupations and stuff. You get treated differently, more fairly, more perks. If you have a better occupation, a better job. Yeah. It's a lot. You could just continue to go down a list, man. There's a lot I don't like about this country. And there's so much we can fix. There's so much we can fix, guys. Stay safe. I love you all. And I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.